But if I reflect, I think some of the observations I've seen were some of the organisations that were interested in, particularly in the first sort of 12 months of it being launched, were organisations that had or were doing a lot of wellbeing, and they thought they were doing wellbeing amazingly well. And they thought that was the answer to all of their problems. And they thought, well, great, we can adopt 45003, we can, demonstrate that we're working to this international standard. And what they found was what they were doing for wellbeing was not psychological health and safety. And this is, I think this is the big challenge. I mean, you've touched on it. We've touched on it before. I'm sure we'll talk about it again during these podcasts. There is a world of difference between what a lot of organisations do on wellbeing, which is often focused on the individual, and what organisations need to do from a psychological health and safety point of view. So it was really interesting to kind of actually see that brought to life. I think as professionals, we see it and we're working with organisations and see it, but to kind of see it reacted against actually organisations looking to implement 45003. So it meant a lot of them had to go away and kind of rethink what they were doing quite fundamentally, and then go on a journey. And that journey can take a little bit of time. Some of those organisations have gone on that journey and have come back and are now implemented 45003. I think some of them are still a bit shocked, if I'm honest, and going, whew, no, because doing the right thing for your people, for your organisation, is really difficult. And a lot of organisations aren't willing to put in that work, if I'm honest. So I think it's, that side of things interesting. But what we have seen, I suppose, on the flip side, on the positive side, is a real growing movement, a real growing recognition that actually organisations do need to do the right thing by their people. There's a whole host of reasons behind that. And therefore, we are seeing organisations go on that journey and really looking to change the culture and the way they work to prevent psychological harm, which is amazing. Pete said it earlier, it's all about prevention. And the more that we can help organisations do that, or take even small steps towards that, then, we're making the working lives of millions and millions of people better. So that's got to be something worth fighting for.